Ode to Jam. Help, oh help! I've become one of those picky people. I've joined the ranks of those who have issues. How do I eat? Now I'm on the new low-carb regime. Jam on toast is no longer as easy as it seems. I've gone low-carb combined with high-fat. Yes, high-fat, that's where it's at. It's so taboo that no one even hears what you say. I repeat, high-fat, that's the new way. Low-carb is familiar, everyone gets it. It has history and is not filled with mystery. Unlike high-fat that is new and shocking, it's not yet accepted and has been the subject of much mocking. After years of low-fat and cutting out the butter, you say high-fat and everyone starts to sputter. They ask what you mean and you simply stutter. The success of diet fads is not evident here, although I've tried so many that were hard to bear. Bananas all day, or cheese, chicken or salad. So many diets to fill many a ballad. I gave up for years, but finally saw that bread, butter and jam I could eat no more. Low carb, high fat, the dietitian chimed. I'll give it a go, I gladly rhymed. I've done quite well and lost some weight, but people still struggle with high fat on my slate. They look puzzled and query and look at each other as if I have lost it and not listening they would rather. You can see the dilemma on their faces. Checking all those jar labels put them through their paces. All those low-fat diets can't have been in vain. That fussing and suffering that had caused them so much pain. It will take years for the new high-fat to get any hold, but I've taken to it in a style rather bold. Pile on the mayo, the oil and the sour cream. Just hold back the carbs until you scream. Has science betrayed us once again? Wither our fate in doctors and dietitians. They swing and they sway, never going just one way. How can we cling to the words of the wise when they change like the wind? Next we'll be eating pies. Or maybe just their insides, sans tomato sauce. As now there's something missing with every single course. I can revel in butter, thick slabs all around, but no toast, no jam, no longer so profound. The pleasure is muted, and carbs are imputed. The occasional third of a piece of toast brings pleasure unbounded for those so impounded. Low carb and high fat, of that we now boast. The toast can be piled with a thick slab of butter, but sadly, the next layer I can hardly utter. Involves the tiniest smear of some heavenly jam, or alternatively, unbounded quantities of good old leg ham. A whiff of that pleasure, of fruits so divine, of chunky jammy concoctions that put me to the test, reducing me to the sweet berry, in a sweet smear, or a tiny trickle, if I stick to my regime and not end up in a pickle. Forget all the mouthfuls of apricot nectar, delicious raspberry compote. I can no longer give a jot. Orange marmalade with its juicy tart rind. Smooth apple jelly where such joy you can find. Rather than living in this world of terrible loss, I find it better to show me who's boss. So I embrace the tuna, the salmon, the protein aplenty, the mayo, the cream, and the eggs, 4 and 20. Who knows? In a couple of years there'll be a new fad that'll bring us to tears. No lobster, no prawns, no oceans at all. No butter, no dairy, no farms anymore. The bees are all leaving as nectar grows scarce. Our bad habits we will need to reverse. A message they're sending, we need to care more. Else no more will we score. But the many who remain unaware and haven't got a clue on how to share are oblivious to the problems and live it up while they can, before choice is gone and there is indeed no more jam. Ode to Jam.